Greetings, fellow Greeks. Greetings, fellow... Oh my gosh, everything. Okay. Greetings, fellow geeks and gamers. There we go. Oh my gosh, that was a struggle. We're going to be doing Phantasy Star 2. We finished up the first one last time, and so we'll be doing the second one, which is my favorite in the series. But I haven't played this game since, like, 2004, even though this game came out in 1989. I haven't, but it's, sometimes you just don't, go back and play games very often. I don't have a whole lot to add to this, so game. Hello? Why am I on my FaceTuber? It's fine. FaceTuber? There we go. And I want to go ahead and kill the music for now. Where's my tavern stuff? Mute. Okay. Thank you for the lurk, friend. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted. Reboot. Start. Phantasy Star 2. Dos.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I didn't ask if we had finished evacuating the orphans. I said I cast
Burn it all
Fireball.
down. This is so nostalgia wave. I love this game so much. I don't have a whole lot to say before we get into this. This is just, I don't know, one of my favorite games. Role-playing games for a long time. Let me check the backup data. Yep, we don't have any yet, so we do a new game. What is the name of your character? What was the official character's name? Oh man, I don't remember. Phantasy Star 2 main character official name. Rolf. He's always Luke whenever I've played in the past. Well then, let's begin the game. I am haunted by nightmares every night. And of course that's Alice vs. Dark Falls. A young girl is battling a giant demon. I am close by but can't move or speak. All I can do is watch while the demon keeps striking at the girl. And that was the end of the first game. Just as she is fighting for her life, I awake. I wake in my room dimly lit by early dawn. I am filled with an incredible sadness and fear. I am Rolf, an agent here in Paseo, the capital of Mota. I shake my head as if to scatter the remnants of the dream. I have no time to worry like a child about nightmares in the modern age, especially with the mother brain planning and controlling all aspects of the environment. I open my window and take a deep breath of fresh air. It seems to wash away the bad feelings left by my dream. Lukey Von Pookie. Well, it's only 4 letters, which is why it was always Luke and not Lucas. Look, man, look at all those art upgrades. It's so much more vibrant. And yet the portraits are not more portraity. Good morning, Rolf. Boring, fair enough. How are you? Almost 2 years have passed since you started working. I demand more letters. Well, what do you expect out of a game that came out in 1989? You started working for me, the commander of Mota. What I am going, let me get that correct. What I am going to ask you to do will be the toughest job you have ever done, but it is vital to the future of Mota. As you know, Algo has been brought up by Mother Brain. My work as a commander has been to smoothly promote the plans of Mother Brain. I had believed that Mother Brain never makes mistakes, but those monsters all over Mota are just too much. We must find out by ourselves why those monsters were born and how to bring them under control. 16 bits reserved for the player doesn't seem that big. I mean, you know. It actually has more to do with the all of these conversations and text lines is where the 4 comes from. Oh, not a big deal, but I need to move my controller. We'll move this up above everything. I don't want that over the gameplay. Under control. All right, back to lurking with you. Rolf, your mission is to go to the biosystems lab and get the recorder. If we look into the data, we can figure out how the biosystems lab ended up making those monsters. Rolf, I hope from the bottom of my heart that you come back safely with the recorder. We'll see each other again. And then we get to go meet Nay. After going home and preparing for the trip, Nay seemed worried. Nay, I have to leave for a while. Nay stared at me for a moment. I remembered when we first met, she looked at me in just the same way. That was 7 months ago. Because she was a product of a mixture of human cells and those of a biomonster. She was an outcast from society. Yeah, she is like the first Newman, by the way, for anyone who knows lore of Phantasy Star. You were still small when we first met, but now you can take care of yourself. I'm going on a dangerous journey. Too dangerous for you. I worry about you, like you were my sister. Still, Nay stood in the doorway to keep me from leaving. Please, Rolf, take me with you. I'll do anything for you. I took my sack and started to go, but Nay still blocked the way. I had no choice. I decided to let her come with me. And so Nay is kind of like Meow was in the last game, where Nay uses claws. She can also use like a lead pipe, which is kind of a funny weapon. And she gets a multi-attack versus the others who like... So she's really good early on. Because of that sort of thing. I don't remember if she starts off with a... Yeah, she doesn't even have a weapon to start, so I'll need to get her a pipe or a claw. Our main character, of course, has a knife. You can check everyone's stats here. I just have to remember what's what in this little town. I don't think these are actual buildings. Oh yeah, and we can walk in the grass now. We're not confined to the sidewalks. And you actually have to interact to talk to people. If you have money, you can always get your body cloned at the clone lab. And so instead of like in the first one where you go to a church and they revive you, this one you get clones of your bodies. This is Central Tower in Paseo, the capital of Mota. They say that if you go to the North Bridge, a guy named Darum will rob you of your money. There seems to be nothing unusual here. Welcome to data memory. Rolf needs 29 to go up a level. Nay needs 12 to go up a level. Do you want to put your memories and experience into storage? Yeah. What number? 1. And we'll just save this as Luke. hit the wrong thing. That's okay. We saved. It's fine. We get to load right in. We meet again, Rolf. Experience. Be careful out there. There we go. Yeah, and you have to save at those places. You can't just save wherever like you could in the first one. Why should I work for a living? I mean, we all wonder that. The hospital works the same. Except for they could also remove status ailments separately. Which this store? I think this is a pawn shop? Welcome to... Oh, this is teleport. Teleport to any town which you know the name of. If you know the name of a town, you can use our service. Well then, come again later. And I think that comes up quite a bit later. This is the cloning facility. I don't think it says anything here. There seems to be nothing unusual. Yeah. This is where you get your clones. Welcome to the clone labs. Who would you like to have returned to you? No one. Alright, here you go. I used to work at the biosystems lab, which is on the other side of the lake. Alright, still need to find the store, because we need to find her the... I can't remember if it's type or claw first, but we need to get that. I think that's in the first one. Or is it the dagger? Maybe it's a dagger? No, it's a steel bar, yeah. This town is peaceful. I'm glad I moved here from Arima. You know, theoretically, we could teleport to Arima now. Now, we can't, but in theory, based on what they said. It hasn't rained at all for a while. The lake even dried up. Nope, here's the armor store. I don't think this is the one we need. Welcome to my shop. What can I do for you? Yeah, we don't need any of this. We just want to go get the steel bar. I just gotta figure out which one of these. Here it is. Nope, that's the item shop. Where we can get monomate, dimate, antidote, telepipe, and escape pipe. Those should sound familiar to anyone who's played the other Phantasy Star Online who hasn't played this. There we go. What would you like? Steel bar. Nay. Nope, that's all I need. Oh, she can wield two of them, right. Steel bar. Oops, wrong button. Steel bar. There we go. I forgot she can have two of them. And then, shields are that useful... Oh, right, and we can do two knives. What's a knife cost? Second knife is 100, so we don't have enough for the second knife yet. But we'll get one. Okay. And then let's go get some levels. Because, again, this is a 1989 RPG, so we need to get some early levels. If we can. I think we can fight here. I don't think we have to go through the tunnel. I may be wrong. Okay, maybe we have to go through here. A Minchino. But I do know we can level up before... Oh yeah, this is where we can fight. Look at these little dome towns. They're not even towns. I think they're farms where they get the food. The algae to make the food. There it is. I say, we should definitely be at a spot where we can get encounters. We can just fight. We don't need any... Oh, she's on defend. We need to change her strategy. Strategy. Order. Nay. Attack. Why can't she fight? Excuse me? Because she's not equipped with the steel bars. Oh. Oh no. Can I run? Okay. I forgot to equip him. Item. Nay. No. Use? Where am I supposed to do that? Man, I haven't done some of this stuff. State? No, equip. It's at the very bottom. There it is. Nay. Equip. Right. Equip. Left. Okay. That was embarrassing. Alright, let's do this for real this time. I think the fights look so much better in this game, too. No, god damn it, I forgot to change your strategy again. Strategy. Order. Nay. Fight. It doesn't really matter. Fight. Yeah, she absolutely is killer early on. Also, at this point, we have technique points now instead of magic points. "23 Maseda." And now, this is the point where it's Maseda instead of Masedas for the plural. So this happens pretty early, both of those things. I need to go to the hospital first. I should have enough money to cover the expenses here. Straight down. To the right. Hospital. Heal. But you get to do it all at once, which is nice. Unlike in the first one where you have to do... Excuse me. Where you have to do it individually. You get to do it all at once. She also gets techniques pretty early, if I remember right. There we go. Alright, everyone's on fight now. We have everything set the right way, so she's gonna start ripping people apart. Also, because there are multiple enemy types, you get to choose. You have a little bit more control over how people fight in this one. So Nay got 2 attacks with both weapons. Because she, again, she has a higher agility and she actually... Oh, I forgot you can walk into that from the side. And she actually gets more than 1 attack once she's equipped with the weapon that she's good with, which are the claws and the pipes. Or bars, sorry, bars, not pipes. Oh, she missed. She didn't get 2 attacks that time. I mean, she got an attack with each weapon, but she didn't get the double attack. But she did on that round. And after we get a little further, we're going to pick up our first guy with a gun as well. You get him pretty early. I think we just have to do the first little dungeon, and then we come back and we'll get the guy with the gun, if I remember correctly. Nice and cheap. What's our state? Level... Okay. Dead fire ant. Ow. Miss. Miss. Oh man, I need to go heal. I could buy a telepipe to get back quickly. Alright, let's go buy a second knife for Rolf, so he can get 2 attacks as well. Now that we have some money, so these fights will go even quicker. We're looking to get like 7 or 8 for our levels. Oh, I'm just shy. Just shy. Dang it. I can't remember if you can fight here. I'm going to double check for a little bit. Because we'll have to find Arima. And then... Oh no. I say oh no as Nay just goes through and kills them. They're a little bit more of a pain in the butt because they have a higher evasion, so sometimes you just miss them. Alright, let's go by... And yes, we can get encounters right around Paseo, so I was wrong about that earlier. Also, let's go and do a quick save here. Nay's about to level up in like 3 fights. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, I forgot you have to name it every time. Okay, you can just be A. Are you going to adventure some more? Yes. Alright, let's go buy our second knife. Really, I should save up and buy a dagger or whatever, because diminishing returns on money and whatnot, but I don't care. Also, if I remember correctly, knife, left hand. You can, there are places to sell, so we'll be able to get, again, part of our money back. But we're just not going to get all of it back that we want. It'd be really nice if we could save up like 5,600, which is a lot, and we won't be saving that much up, but it would be really nice if we did. Oh no, poisoners. I hate poisoners. Hell yeah, we got the second attack in. Bum 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 bum. Mosquito. Also, if anyone's seen me play Phantasy Star Online, you'll notice that these characters' outfits are already in the style that they take up in Phantasy Star Online. Like, the first one, they were kind of figuring themselves out, but by now they already have an art design in mind. And I love that they were already at this point, they kind of had figured themselves out. Okay, next one should level us up. Ow, they got a preemptive strike. Or not, because we got... Oh, well, she still got a level, though. I was gonna say, we only got 4 experience, but she still took the level. We need to get some... we need to get some, armor, too. Not the poisoner. I hate the poisoner. I remember losing so much due to poison from those guys as a kid. And you have to get cured at the hospital. You don't just go heal to get rid of it. You have to actually use cure, which is a separate cost. Luckily, we didn't get hit with poison. Also, we don't worry about Nay's level. Because she's not a soldier, her stats go up less per level. So, like, we just care about getting Rolf up to level 7. Because again, she's just Meow. She's just like Meow was. She's super useful early on as an attacker like Meow was, and then just like Meow, she'll be more useful as like a support character later on. I also love how they don't seem to know what she is. Like in the portraits, she has elf ears. Here she has like, oh, she's paralyzed. God damn it, this sucks. We need antidote for that. But we'll just go get it cured. We're right next to Paseo. Don't miss twice! Oh, she's no longer paralyzed. Okay, we're good. But here she has like antennae that are the same color as her hair, and then on the overworld she has cat ears. Like, they really just don't know what she's supposed to have. And I think they probably weren't working, like, there was probably designs for both, and they weren't working too closely together when they were creating them. Alright, let's go get some armor if we can. What armor do we already have? Rolf has carbon suit. He doesn't even have headgear. Does Nay have headgear? She doesn't. Carbon vest, sandals. Okay, yeah. So we need shoes and headgear. And fiber armor if we can afford it. There's the armor store. Yeah, fiber coat is what we want. Let's get... We can't buy the fiber coat anyway, so let's get a headgear. We can't afford more at the moment, so... Equip. Rolf. Headgear. That's Nay. So Nay is a Newman, which in the world or the lore of Phantasy Star is essentially an elf, an artificial elf made by mixing human and monster DNA. And I was just complaining actually that they don't get her art like figured out throughout this. In her portrait, she has elf ears. In her back sprite, she has like antenna, and then in her overworld she has cat ears, but she has elf ears in all of her official art. She's supposed to have like pointed elf ears. She is a freak of nature. She's and it's a whole her existence leads into the existence of all sorts of other characters later based on her, but she's like the first, and she came to you as a child. And now she is 7 months later. She's already like a teenager because she's part monster and grows really quickly. But yeah, she's only like 8 months old. Her existence is an offense unto the gods. Well, to be fair, in regards to that, the god of this place is an AI called Mother Brain, so... Or Dark Falls, which is a literal evil god, you know, like that's kind of its thing. So, I don't know. Maybe not. They don't really talk about the other gods. Don't let Samus find out about her? That's probably fair. Mother Brain. Well, and the thing is, right now, the mission we're about to do is specifically because our commanding officer was like, I thought Mother Brain could do no wrong, but like, maybe Mother Brain can make mistakes considering our bio lab is creating all these monsters. Maybe we should investigate. So... Bum 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 bum. She is like the most scantily clad woman in this game, because like other women here, let's see if I can find some. Well, I don't know if that's always true, but like they just like wear full-length dresses. And she's in like a leotard. How much money do I have? Oh, I should probably go for an 8 months. It's a onesie. Yeah. Right? I love it. I'm so glad I put it on. Also, how you doing, Corgi? We're on to my favorite Phantasy Star now. We've got Nay, who is, of course, referenced in all future Phantasy Star games because she's so popular. We're just talking about her lore a little. And how much I hate her overworld sprite. Or I hate their art direction in this because Her portrait mode, I'm going to just repeat it again, even though I've already said it. Her portrait mode, she has the elf ears, because she's the first Newman, and she's supposed to have those elf ears. That's what all of her official art looks like. Good, 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 good. Let's get a fiber coat. Oh, I don't have enough for a fiber coat. What am I saying? Let's get Nay some headgear. She can't use that? Oh, never mind. All right, she can only use vests and ribbons. I forgot. Okay. But anyways, world-wise, lore-wise, the Newmans have like the I demand we get Nay, right? No, she can only wear vests because woman? I don't know. It was made in 1989 and or coat, yeah, for sure. But elf ears, but in her back sprite she has like antenna, and then in her overworld sprite she has cat ears, and it bugs me. Shoulder equal money in 1989, yeah. True, actually. And it's future space stuff, so this is like, you know, Flash Gordon era stuff, so the leotard doesn't really seem out of place. But again, these styles are carried even over to like Phantasy Star Online. A lot of these outfit styles in this game are carried all the way through that. I think that had to be it. There had to be, and I don't know that. In fact, you know what? Let's find out. Let me look. Credits for art in Phantasy Star 2. Okay, let's see. Art, there was a single art director, costume art director, artwork. Oh, there were a lot of people working on the art. A lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 listed as artwork. And then oh, that's awesome. Graphic artists. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then modeling artists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then visual effect. So yeah, there was a lot of different people. I'm sure there was just some points where they didn't overact. Graphic artists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 graphic artists. So yeah. In a fucking onesie? Yeah, well, he did tell her she wasn't allowed to come, and then she wouldn't let him leave until he agreed. So, like, he wasn't planning on letting her come on this adventure at all. So she's just wearing her house clothes. That's just what she wears around the house. It may literally just be, like, pajamas. Like, even the back sprite where she's animated versus the back sprite where she's standing have different sprite actions to them. I do like that. So those animations, they actually took film and recorded someone doing that sort of attack, and sprited from that. So they kind of did almost rotoscoping for the attack animations, just with sprites. And yes, 80s sci-fi leotard at that. So it's not just it's the full-on sci-fi leotards. Again, this would have been around, Flash Gordon style era of sci-fi stuff, which stuck around. Like, we have a lot of these like, you can make a character that looks just like her in Phantasy Star Online. You could straight up just make Nay. And you can get her weapon, her signature weapons in in Phantasy Star Online. Alright, what levels are we? Because I know what levels I want people to be. Oh, we've still got a ways to go. We need to get him up to, like I said, like around a level 7. Oh, cool. She got the second round of attacks. I love that about Nay. She has such a high agility score that she'll often... I'm going to say it probably every time she does it for a while, but she gets a second round of attacks in a single round of action. Like, she is really clutch early on if you remember to give her weapons. But you can easily just not give her weapons because you don't know, and then she just becomes a child following you and blocking as she gets beat up. Because the game, even the game book didn't tell you to do it. Even though she is so useful early on if you equip her. Like, before I started leveling, my first thing was to go and get her weapons because she's so good at it. Rolf in the end will be stronger because levels affect Nay less. She gets less stats per level. And that has to do with her monster DNA, which I think is cool. Like, there's mechanics behind her lore, and I always love games that do that. Like, our human DNA, when we get stronger, but monsters, they're kind of already mostly where they're going to be. Ow. Bad rolls. Later on, we'll be doing a few more actions where we actually choose who we're targeting and stuff, because I didn't really show off the battle mechanics. I guess I can show you. So at the beginning of each round, you get to choose people's strategies. And I can go through... I don't think he has any tech... Oh, he does. He has Foy. So, like, we can Foy, and he'll use that. And, like, Nay, I can go in and see. She has Resta. You can go in and look through the items they have. Oh, I didn't mean that. Strategy. Let's not do that. Order, Nay. We can just attack. And then once you've chosen your commands, you can just hit fight, and it executes all the commands you have queued. And again, this is the point where it's now technique and technique points instead of being magic and magic points. Alright, what technique did Rolf learn? Ryuka! Ryuka! And now we can fast travel back. I do like how they always put that spell in this mainline series on your main character, like Fly and Ryuka. Ryuka! He healed for 2. And then I can go in here if I want. And I was not doing this earlier, but I can... Nay touches Rolf's wounds. The wounds are healed. Nay touches Nay's wounds. The wounds are healed. I love how they do the little thing where they actually explain They do the little description. Alright, one fire ant gets to attack. Let's kill him. Put him down. Alright, what levels are we? I may just go ahead and go on even if I'm not to my goal level. Because I think they're probably over leveling us, which is often what they do in these guides. Because, you know, these are old school hard game. But I have the money to get everything I want. And I think if I just have the gear, I'll be fine. And if I'm wrong, oh well. I'll find out the hard way, won't I? Let's go save. You can literally not be level 1 the entire game without a mod. Because the first boss fight that you're required to will level you up. I overgrind in a lot of games, especially these older games. If I'm not streaming, I don't know that I do. I'm not really familiar with modding Game Boy games, so maybe not. Like, legitimately, maybe not. That's why fiber coat. Made a contraption for... That's awesome. I love that. Alright, let's put on this fiber coat. And then, I can't remember. Can I sell stuff here? I don't remember. Welcome, how many... Yes. Wolf. Carbon suit. 64, yeah, we'll take that. And then do you have... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at the names that we have on the items now. They should all look familiar now. I'm going to buy a... Rolf can carry one, and Nay can carry one. There we go. Alright. And now let's go do our mission. We'll see how well it works. Let me guess, you're playing red and green? Escape pipe is just so you can run away from battle. And of course you don't run away from battles in Phantasy Star Online. I think that's the bridge with the guy that we don't want to mess with. That they just warned us about earlier. The guy who will steal all of our money. But again, we have the spell Ryuker, so I'm probably never going to buy Telepipe. Or the Technique Ryuker. I think that's where I need to go, but I don't remember how to walk over there. I need to go to the right one so we don't get robbed. I mean, you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do. I'll never, ever complain about someone taking care of themselves in whatever way they have to. I'll complain about people not doing that. But I'll never complain that someone is taking care of it. Here it is. This is the path I'm looking for. Ew! Poisoners!
Safe is for losers! Hi there.
Not well. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, how are you?
I can't complain. I mean, I'm sure I could if I really tried.
Oh, that's alright. I'm sure if you really put your mind to it, I believe in you. What's the plan?
Go to Arima.
I don't know what that is.
That's okay. I didn't expect you to. You just asked me what the plan was. You didn't ask for me to explain it.
Fair enough. Much like many things in my life, I will choose to ignore this.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this first bridge isn't the one where what's his face is. The robber.
Somewhere to you, so
And try one more time to get over here.
hell yeah.
Ah. How'd you miss a bee with your sword? Or dagger? Like, how hard can it be to hit a bee with a dagger?
Be that big, not very hard.
Okay, I'm wrong. It's the next bridge up. Yeah, that's where the guy is that we don't want. Okay. Wait, where's the
everyone
going?
play in perm?
I guess for K9?
Say, is it good against K9?
K9, sure. It's not good against the VS if they're playing VS K9. And it's not good against Yummy or Draco Tail, so it would literally just be for K9. Or Dark Magician, I guess, because that's pretty popular right now.
Like, I'm just running into more of it than I would anticipate. Makes me very sad.
The first day I played on the cup, no Droll and Lockbird. And then the day after, 5 duels in a row, Droll and Lockbird. And I'm like, oh, come on.
I started playing Artifact Arendelle in my VS deck just in case I get Droll and Lockbird.
Sure.
Punish game, baby.
Alright, Arima, here we go.
Arima.
And Arima's kind of beat up, so, yep, this is the right spot. Hey, don't walk away from me.
Walk away from
She walked away from me. Talk to me, NPC. Why in the world did you come to Arima? This is such a horrible place. Arima recently got attacked by the bio creatures that Mother Brain released from the lab, the biolab. I know, the hideout of those scoundrels is at a building in Shure. Which is interesting. In the first game, it's just called Shure. They don't have the E at the end, but in this one it's called Shure. But we are back on the planet that was the first one took place at. And for those who missed the intro, our main character, Rolf, has been having dreams of the last fight Alice had with Dark Falls. The scoundrels must have 2 more dynamite sticks. Unless we take them away, another town will be destroyed. Oh, I'm wrong. This isn't the one destroyed. Ignore me. I just straight up gave you misinformation because I'm thinking of the wrong town.
This guy.
Like, later, Ace. I love the shop owners. They all have personalities in this one. They're the same ones throughout, though, but I hear that those bad guys are very cautious and keep their stuff in a locked container. Thank you for that information, kid. Those scoundrels seem to have blown open the door with dynamite and stolen the things. The things. What's more frightening is humans, not monsters. What a commentary on the world. Those scoundrels stole all the food and killed all the men and kidnapped all the women.
Sounds like it was a party.
Those who are left here are just the powerless who are only waiting to die. And then there's a teleport room here. Which now we can use this if we need to go back to Paseo. This town has been wiped out by the scoundrels, and there's nothing left. Except for the people here and the remaining tower and, yeah. Anyways, those scoundrels always come from the east. Darum is not a bad guy. The reason he became violent is that his daughter, Theam, there we go, was kidnapped. If only those scoundrels hadn't come to this town, Darum and his daughter, Theam, could have lived a happy life.
balls, you be grandpa.
Come on, get back. Come back off the grass so I can talk to you.
Why can't you talk to her on the grass?
Because if I step on that part of the grass, I'll step out of the world, the map. And he just completely left the screen entirely.
He said, "This shit, I'm out."
Let's see if that resets. It did reset him. Perfect. Those scoundrels blew up everyone's houses with dynamite. But they only have 2 sticks left. It's fine.
Yeah, how much damage can you do with 2 sticks of dynamite?
In the future world at that.
Future.
Alright, pretty bad shape. How
many total games in this series?
The entirety of Phantasy Star, or the mainline numbered games?
The main line.
5.
Is online one of those? Or
No, that's a separate series. They do take place in the same universe. Technically, they're on opposite sides of the same galaxy, though, because Phantasy Star Online occurs because this world that these guys are on, Algol, is no longer fit for people to live on, and so they arc their way out, and they land on Ralgol, which, creative naming, but I mean, who's to say we wouldn't call another place to live Earth 2?
Electric Boogaloo. Earthy make Earth base.
I feel like that's a very real possibility that instead of calling it, given a unique name, it would literally just be Earth 2.
I like the highly unique name they gave the snake.
You mean in this game, Poisoner?
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's actually legit poison because it paralyzes you whenever it gets you. Okay. Head back to Paseo.
My luck is terrible.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I remember. All right. So no, because I already went here. So I go in here and I need to use the teleport thing to go back to Paseo, and then we will check to see if anyone's at our house, because that's important. Oh, I forgot. It costs 60. We're not at the point where we're just throwing 60 Meseta around willy-nilly. We're not rich yet.
We're not stacking fat cash stacks.
Yet.
Yet.
Froggy! And I'm just going to reiterate the yet because just like with all RPGs, at a certain point, money doesn't become a problem because you're just killing so much stuff that you're getting so much money.
Right. That's just RPG, baby.
Yeah. Kangaskhan appears. But could I get Mega Kangaskhan? The most broken Mega in the game? I don't know if it's actually the most broken, but it is actually legitimately one of the most broken things in the game. Something about getting 2 attacks with physical attacks, like fake out, that you get stab and it's a physical attacker.
Right.
You know, to be fair, an argument of that, an agreement though, hunters that kill certain things to sell their meat really do kind of have it that way, but you have to be the right person for that job. But I have a feeling if monsters were just walking around, you could probably find a job to just kill a bunch of monsters and make money pretty easy, assuming you were good enough to actually do it all the time.
Right. Why can't I activate this?
Is it because you have to send a card to the graveyard and there's something preventing that?
No, it's Morgana's. If you have all 3 Morganites in your banished/graveyard, 0 their ability.
Uh-huh. Are they...
I have all 3 between the 2, and I don't see any reason.
You didn't use an impulse that keeps her from activating effects, did you?
No, I didn't use an impulse at all.
Okay. I'd pick a day for monster killing. Yeah, exactly. I also, the thing is, like in this future world, the money, the part of the other thing is money isn't useful for day-to-day things, like, because they're given food, which is, I think, a good thing. And so, like, money is for doing stuff. Like, you want it to, like, buy new weapons or things like that. So, like, it not only is it useful for very specific things, the average person is just doing their job to, make sure things work. Because everything is manufactured through, like, synthesis. Like, there's algae farms that run themselves. So there's, like, a couple engineers and security force, but everyone else is just getting to do their best. Both houses, this one. There's a knock at the door, right. I'm sorry to intrude. Wow, I cannot. But I've heard that Rolf and Nay are trying to solve the mystery of biomonsters. I am a professional biomonster hunter. I have little talent, except that I am good with a gun. I also want to go with you. My name is Rudo, which is short for Rudolph Steiner. Maybe you think you know a better name for me? No, you can keep the name Rudo. Your name fits you well. I'm glad to have you in our group. Let's check the roster at the point where Rudo came in. See strings. What's that?
That's just
Just
let me activate it when I cast Guilt Tripping Morganite, even though there was already one in exile.
Interesting. 18 agility? Wow, he is not, like, what's her agility? Yeah, 36 agility, or 41 agility. Like, she is just so fast compared to everyone else. Rolf has, 30 agility? So, yeah. I would like to eat my synthesized food. Yeah, that's fair. And the problem is, there doesn't seem to be any problems. Be on your way. Okay. Oh, I didn't add him.
Vibe so hard, my guy.
The only problem is not everyone gets to live in those societies, so some of them are out there still, reorganize. Sorry, let me... Rudolph. Okay. Not everyone gets to live in these high societies, so there are, like, bandits and stuff that will, like what's happening there. And there's, like, people creating monsters for reasons that we find out later. So, like, it's one of those where it's paradise until you add humans into the... Oh, I need to buy Rudo's some gear. Oh, that's at the other store, though. No, we can get a gun here. But yeah, you run into those issues of it's only paradise for some people, and people suck, because let's be real, people suck. Human beings are... Right? Yeah, and it's so... I don't want to go too much into it, because there's a whole lot of stuff that'll be explained as we play. But there's, like, lore reasons for it. Hi, Nyx! How are you today? No, I don't want to buy a knife. I didn't want to leave either. Oh my gosh. I love the these characters up. Oh, I forgot. What gun are you even using? Maybe you already have the bow gun and I don't need to buy you anything. Rudo, what are you wielding? Bow gun. Never mind. I don't need to get you. You already have a fiber coat. Headgear. Okay, we don't need to buy you anything. Sure, and so that's a fair point. And like this is also like right not much after an evil god possessed people to do bad things. Like Dark Falls. This is shortly after Dark Falls was defeated. And so was Lassic, so the world is reeling from the dark magic that made everything really bad. I'm doing well, Nyx. We're, you know, revisiting the classics of my childhood. This game came out the year I was born. Well, and people, let's be real. Like, the evil god part is a subplot later. Thank you for renewing your Twitch Prime. I very much appreciate it. As a reminder to anyone who has an Amazon Prime who doesn't have a subscription, I'm not asking you to use it for me, though I would love it if you do. Just make sure you use your Twitch Prime sub, because Jeffrey Bezos doesn't need to have all that money. Take $5 back from him. You may have a way higher opinion of human beings than me. And I think individual humans are good. I want to point that out. I think individual humans are good. I think humans as a broadband idea are not. That's true. That is very true. Across the bridge in this area, fight some monsters for a while. We're just having the problem. My problem, I think, with what I feel makes me think humans are bad is we keep ending up back in a position where in a bad moment. And so that's why I feel human beings on the wide, again, I think individuals are good. Individual humans are good. I think humans as a wider statement of being bad. I don't remember what technique you had. I wanted to check. It's because we do end up putting ourselves back into those positions. Thank you for the alert, cat. Hello, Froggos. Alright, let me see what Rolf has, because I don't remember what his technique is. He has Foy, Gifoy, and Sue. Which one's Sue? I don't remember what that spell is, or technique is. Phantasy Star 2 technique list. That's fair. Sue is just damage to one enemy. It doesn't even tell me what I was wanting to know what element this is. Sue is basic damage. Okay. That is just straight raw physical damage, essentially. Got it. I gotta remember where the biolab is. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, it's fine that Nay gains level, but I specifically need Rudo to gain levels. Rudolph, I need you to gain like 3 levels. I think we're gonna get a shotgun for Rudolph. I was eating rice and beans with corn and peppers and onions just earlier. Thinking of rice and beans that are both staple crops that we have cultivated. Once we get Rudo up a couple levels, we should have enough money to get a sword for Rolf, and things will get a lot stronger at that point. Instead of using these wimpy little knives. I do think it's interesting how Rudolph's like, yeah, I'm only good with a gun, but you're gonna use me anyways because you don't have anyone else to help. Two more levels for Rudolph. I do think it's interesting how they know you're going to be leveling up as you go through. And so later characters gain more stats per level, meaning they don't have to get as high of a level as the other ones that have already leveled up. I think that's really good, well thought out game design that makes them unbalanced if you're willing to absolutely go ham on leveling them up. Ooh, Rolf needs healed. Let's see, can we go buy that sword while I'm here? And then we can go heal and all that stuff. Weapon store. Sword. Nope, that's 1200. Okay. There we go. Bell Sprout. Bell Sprout. Beautiful, easy, quick, simple. We also were going to want to pick up 2 sonic guns for Rudo. He's currently using the bow gun, which is a rifle. The sonic guns are pistols, so that'll be better. More attacks, more damage equals more better. Dedge. Oh, not Dedge. Boop. Bump, bum, bump, bump, bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba, da, bum. Bum, 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 bum. They're beating up my buddy Rudolph. Rudolph. $400 more monies. Dead mosquito, dead fire ants. They were worth so little money. Man, I love being on the point where I'm grinding for money. Ow. That ant is very slippery. That's Rudolph level 3. Rudolph level 3. We need to get him to level 4. Maybe 5, but 4 I think is the breaking point that we want to get to. Hell yeah. Rolf, you need healed. Rolf, son of the shepherd. We want armor ants. That's the enemies we want to find. They're kind of like how the scorpions were in the first one, where each armor ant is worth a lot comparatively. I don't think we've seen any yet. Let's go see if the armor ant's on the other side of this little bridge over here. There they are. Locust, that's not the right one. That's okay. Strategy, order. Let's do some foy stuff here. Do you know any other techniques yet? No, just Resta. Okay. Whoop, I guess I didn't need to Jafoy. 41 damage for Jafoy, though, so... Gifoy, not Jafoy. Gifoy. What's our state look like? Okay. We're doing alright. We need a little bit more. But yeah, Rudolph is just straight up Odin when it comes to how he plays. Exact same build where he just uses guns and isn't good for anything else. Useful early on just to be another body. Heck yeah. The locusts make me think of the grass mantis from, grass assassins from PSO, or PSO's grass assassins make me think of locusts from this game, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know if that's intentional or just a similar design philosophy. Oh, come on. How much more do I need? At this rate, I'm going to get the money for the sword before I get the levels I need, because I only need 49 more monies. Mosquitoes use the most of their UI as possible. Their name takes up the full box. They use heal, which uses up the full box. Like their entire existence just maximizes out their UI space. Alright, how much more do we need? 10 more to get our sword. So I want to get like 80 more so I can heal after I buy it. But I could buy it and then run back. Oh, no. And sell stuff, yeah. That's how that would work. 9, beautiful. 8, okay. Big damage? No. Beautiful. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! What's up, Carpe? How are you doing? Wednesdays for retro gaming. I know you haven't been in here. Actually, that may be your first chat period. Yeah. How are you doing though? Welcome in. Welcome in. I would introduce myself, but you have some vague idea as to who I am. Now, if you're not familiar with the game we are playing Phantasy Star 2. It is a classic game. We went through the first one, now we're on the second one. This game came out in '89, so yeah, it's got some years on it. We're currently grinding up to get enough money to buy a sword. I appreciate you dropping in, even if you have to only drop in for a moment. I always appreciate people coming by when they can. You can check out my little setup I have here. This is my retro gaming build, and of course I have my CRT filter, because like I can show you what this game looks like without the filter really quick. Maybe, if I can figure out where my game is. Here it is. Can I do this where I pause it? Copy. Remove. So this is what it looks like without. I think it looks better with. Paste. Paste. Oh, don't. Oh, why did it do that? Oh no, it didn't do like it was supposed to. Alright, well, let's lower that quite a bit. There we go. Nope, that's still... I really shouldn't have messed with that. Oh my gosh. Less bloom. Lower threshold. Was that one for sure lower intensity? Yeah, there we go. Nope, that's still not it. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, this is what I need to adjust. There we go. Now it looks right again. More or less. Cricketot. So after I finish all these games, there's a decent chance that I'm gonna go through and do a series of where I learn the speedruns for each of them, each of the numbered ones. All right, well, how much money do I have? I have 1276. I might be able to do what I want here. Let's go heal first, though, because healing's more important. Where's the hospital here? That's a teleport. That costs 60. We don't need that. Where's the hell? I think there's a hospital here. There it is. Oh, yeah. And then we go by our... Oh, man, that still doesn't quite look right. What did I... How did... I had this perfect. See, I had copied it, so it was supposed to go back in whenever I hit paste, and then it didn't like it, so... Alright, that's good enough. I'll go get it perfect between streams again. Sword! Rolf. I can't afford the 2 sonic guns. They're... $640 each. Well, I mean, I guess we'll be... Rolf. Alright, let's go sell the 2 knives. I don't need them anymore. No, not that one. This route up here. See how much money I get back from that, because that might make a big difference here. Also, let's see what the difference... I used to, yeah. I haven't done that in a while, but yes. Give me... Well, let me... You know what? If you're interested in that, I'm obviously not going to go just whip up a fire-breathing show for you right here and now, but I can show you some pictures of it at least. I used to do it quite a bit. I haven't done that in a little bit, but I can pull up some of my pictures. Once we get down here and we sell our stuff, I will switch over to my quote-unquote just chatting scene where it's bigger on my PNG tuber. Yeah. Let me get to the point where we're selling our items, and then we'll switch over which scene I'm on, and I'll show you. All the way to the far right.
Have seen him breathe fire.
There you go, yeah. Have you seen me do anything besides the fire breathing? Like, have you seen me do any of the fire spinning?
I saw your setup. You didn't light it on fire that day.
Okay.
Something about we were inside. You've always been something of a coward.
I have a feeling I probably didn't own the house that was in either at the time, which may have been more of the reason I didn't do it.
I don't even remember for sure if you resided in that house or if that was somebody else's house we were at.
That's fair. I've done fire spinning at Woody's before.
Never went to Woody's house.
It's like out in the middle of nowhere, so it was perfect for fire breathing. Unless someone else walked into the flame and got their head lit on fire or something,
How could that possibly ever happen?
Haha, he said that's lit. Haha, got it. I'll have you
I
know.
didn't really care when this picture was taken.
I'll let you know. My wife thinks it's hot. Haha. It's a fire pick. Yep. And yeah, I do more than fire breathing. I do poi. I do staff. So yeah, lots of fun little things I've done. And I always say, you can tell I'm a good fire breather because I still have all my facial hair.
And you're willing to keep doing it.
And I'm willing to keep doing it. Yeah, I haven't lost my facial hair to an explosion in my face.
Which, let's be honest, are you really a fire breather if you haven't killed somebody or burned your facial hair off?
Yes. Simple as that. Just yes.
Mickey No-Nos would disagree.
I do not. I was gonna post a video up there and show you, but I don't have the video on my computer right now, so never mind. I guess you'll just have to take the pictures. I was featured as an ad for a company that made bottles for Renaissance festivals. It's not on this series, but my fire breathing has got me paid for pictures, even so, not just for performing, which I think is kind of neat. So yeah, professionally trained fire breather. If that extra life goal ever reaches 500, we are doing. I'll do a live fire performance on camera for my stream. So that's something I really would love to get enough donations to at some point to help children in the world. And I get to show off my fire breathing. I could set up sub goals and stuff too. Maybe I'll set that up as a goal for my Patreon that I finally set up-ish. Set up-ish being the big thing. Have created and made it where I can get money because some people who can't subscribe because of where they are wanted to be able to send me money, so I set up a Patreon finally, but I haven't done anything with it yet. I just set it up. But yeah, maybe I'll make it a sub goal, maybe I'll do stuff like that. I haven't done any fire performing this year yet, so it'd be pretty cool to have a reason to. I want to get a fire whip. I used to do whip crafting years ago. I've never picked it back up, and I feel like that would be a good reason to do so, is to get one. I don't know if you've ever seen a fire whip. The entire length of it is a wick, and so you light the length of it, and then when you crack the whip, it sends a fireball out. Really cool. That's something I would love to add to my repertoire. Instead of just, the basics of a staff and a torch and a poi and a meteor hammer. Which I guess in fire world is a rope dart, but it's a meteor hammer. Don't let anyone fool you.
Who's that?
Hey, yo, it's your boy. Big Papa Papa Pee Pee.
That guy saw me fire breathe before as well. I am streaming. You are live. They can hear you. And we're just talking about me fire breathing.
What are you guys doing today?
I'm playing Phantasy Star 2. We finished up every Wednesday. I do a retro game. And people, we've been talking about because I was playing Phantasy Star online for a while with chat, and I was just like, you know what? A lot of you guys have never seen the entire series of Phantasy Star games, so I'm going to go back and play through them. Last Wednesday we finished up Phantasy Star 1, so I'm started on 2 today.
Nice.
This game, of course, came out. The first one came out before I was born. This one came out the year I was born. I think it's like a couple weeks or a couple months younger than me. So I think that makes it older than both of you.
Yeah.
90s for life.
And then the third one came out in 91, so
Because you're a whole decade older than us.
a whole decade. 1 year makes me a whole decade older than you.
Yeah. I make fun of Caitlin for the same thing.
No. To be fair, I am born in a different decade. I was born in a different era, you know.
What was it like with the Russians constantly threatening?
It wasn't nearly as scary as Y2K.
We were alive for that.
I loved whenever, because I worked with a lot of people who were born like 98, 99, and I'm like talking about Y2K with someone else, and they're just like, what is Y2K? What are you talking about? I'm like,
What do you mean?
it's so hard to explain it in a way that doesn't just sound like we were all crazy.
I say go with the crazy.
Sounds like we're all literally idiots.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the world, all of the technology was going to break because there was nothing past 1999. But how do you say that in a way that makes sense to someone who didn't live it? Because like that just sounds insane.
Yeah. How do you explain mass hysteria to people?
What do you mean there was nothing past 1999?
Computers weren't programmed to go that high.
Right.
Obviously,
if you think about it.
1999 is a power of 2.
If you think about it, could you program a computer to do that? Yeah.
Not with the technology at the time.
What happens when we get to the year 263 billion or whatever?
We hope we have a better system.
I mean, we're already working,
by then.
right? So we're already working on things that like quadruple those numbers. It still has an upper limit though, so you know.
Not me. I push it to the limit. Push it to the limit.
A wild Abra appears.
Me and Lex were pushing it to the limit today, and my arms are sore.
I'll make your arm sore. Question mark? It's always best. It's always best to end your questions by saying the word question mark.
Question mark?
What's going on?
Go
Question mark?
Start with the question mark.
Yeah?
Upside down question mark? What do you mean? Question mark?
What do you mean, step bro?
I'm not the step bro. I'm the bro that stepped up.
I never knew my real stepladder. Wait.
Close. Very close.
Almost had it.
Alright, I think I go heal. Man, I didn't get the better guns.
Get better ones.
That's what I want, but I'm like killing things and not gaining the money. I'm getting levels faster than getting money. Which is fine, I guess. I wanted to get it before like I hit a certain level. Because right now, one of the characters on my team is kind of... He exists. He gets to be a pretty face. Rudolf Steiner! Solid name. I've lost. I don't know where I went. At some point, I took a wrong turn. I guess I can... Ryuker. That's kind of what I have it for. Yuka! What an awful noise it makes when you teleport.
When games have like weird grating sounds, I'm like, who did that? Who's like, yeah, nailed it. Nailed it.
I mean, to be fair, sometimes it's a technical limitation where they made like a much better sound, but... I hate the ones where they suddenly just put like a really high-pitched noise, and I'm like, I know I'm not a dog, but I'm starting to feel like one with this noise. Like, what is going on here? How close am I money-wise? Oh, I can buy one of them. No, I can't. I need 9 more money to buy one of them. And I need 2. Game, you are forsaking me. I will still kill something and buy one of them. And then I guess Rudolph can just kind of hang out and have one better gun. He's going to go from a crappy crossbow to having a pistol. That's enough money. Okay, let's go buy you a pistol. I hate that we enter on this side of the map, all the way across from everything you need. Give me the sonic gun. Rudolph. Rudolph, equip sonic gun to your right hand. That's right. Pistol better than crossbow.
Says you.
Yes, and this game. This game says so as well. Rudolph, I need you to sell that crossbow. You don't need any more. Also, you know, the character in-game goes by Rudo, but we're going to call him by his full government name all the time for some reason. Rudolf Steiner! Nah, it's just Rudo. You got it, Rudolf Steiner. Meanwhile, my character is Rolf. Clearly, he's the son of a shepherd. Saved. Okay, everyone's equipment's been changed. Oh, damn it. You're supposed to say yes there. Alright, I guess I'll just travel on out and give up getting the second one. It's probably fine. I guess I could get a second Sonic gun if I can get enough money over here. Alright, Rudolph, let's see you do some damage now. I also need to get better weapons for her, but I don't remember. Yeah, that was like a 30% increase in damage. That was crazy just for a single pistol. Bum, 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 bum. There's Arm over here. I've lost track of everything. I don't know where I am. I'm lost. Yeah, there's Arima. Okay. We're in the right spot now. That bee shot a stinger at me. And he survived. I don't think that's how bees work, guys. So I won't claim to be an expert. Bum, 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 ba, da. Strategy. Order. Rolf. I want you to attack the fire ant. Strategy. Nay, I want you to attack the bees. Strategy. Rudo, I want you to attack the bees. Fight. There we go, that worked out rather well. Smashing! Let's gain one more level. That's probably fine. Tin Maseda. Woo. So much money. Miss. Come on. Come on. What do you mean it's hard to hit a bee with a giant sword? I wish we got like actual proper scale as to how big these enemies are, because like there's art of it where you get to see that they're big, but they're not as big as I always thought they were whenever I was a kid. Don't paralyze Nay. She didn't do anything wrong. Alright, just need to double my money. We'll be good on guns, and then we can go kill the bandit. Quit stealing my blood, mosquito. Bump, bum, bump, bump, bum, ba-dum, bum. Locusts. No one caught. I just realized no one caught that abra. No one tried for it, so I guess that makes sense. Waspy Armorant. Oh, this is what I've been looking for. $19 experience, 88 Vaseda. Yay. That's what we're looking for. These guys give me the money I want. Not these stupid poisoner snakes. Ooh, a line of just Armorants. Oh, don't paralyze Rolf, that's rude. Oh no! Good, Rolf is no longer paralyzed. Strategy. Nay, I need you to heal Rolf. Use Resta on Rolf.
Be careful, Rolf from the old country.
I think I kind of made that
Many
joke.
doors, Ed boy.
Lentils. I want lentils, but there's no place nearby that sells them. These stupid fire ants, armor ants, and they're immediately paralyzing a Rolf over and over again. And nay, gosh. Leave me alone with your stupid paralysis. You attacked me. I guess they are trying to eat me, probably. They probably literally are just employing their hunting tactics. Oh gosh! Strategy. Why are they all beating up Rolf? Okay, I need you to rest on Rolf again. Whew! Huffed, that was too close. Ooh, that'd be something I would like to try. Lentils in Korean, or in Japanese curry, Korean curry. What the heck am I saying? Though they might be good in Korean curry. I don't even know if that's a... Oh, no. Nay. Rest, Rolf. I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm sure it is, but I don't know. Alright, one more armor ant fight I think gets us where we want money-wise. Oh no, we're where we want money-wise now. Okay, let's head back and kill this locust real quick, I guess. I dropped the fish we were going to use, so we made some instant curry as a backup. That's also fair. Is it okay? Yeah, I don't know. I've known one individual who was Korean, and he was the most American Korean I've ever known. No, that's not true. I also know I knew Ray. Ray was not a very American Korean. Well, at least not at first. Was Ray in your grade, Ryan?
Don't remember.
Okay.
I don't recall him being in my grade.
Okay. You know, I knew that, Corgi. We've talked about that, but I hadn't even considered that whenever I was saying all of that. Like, obviously, that is an important number or thing in this conversation, but I didn't even, my brain was just like, that's not an important fact that we need to recall at this moment. Why would we care about that? Alright, and then away we go! Now, I think this Phantasy Star 2, by the way, it does differ from Phantasy Star 1 in that the whole time you take place on pretty much the same planet instead of planet hopping half the time. If I remember correctly. I'm not going to promise that. There might be some travel that I don't remember. But I do know, at least, instead of immediately traveling, like, a couple moments into the game, you definitely spend a lot more time on Algol. It was a katsu place that did katsu curry. It was similar to Japanese style. Okay. Oh, you missed with your second pistol? Who knew shooting pistols, dual-wielding pistols, would make one of them less accurate?
I feel like it would make them both less accurate.
It doesn't actually in-game, by the way, but, you know. It should, though. You are correct. Make them both less accurate. This is the hideout, I believe. Oh yeah, look at that layered multi-layering for the graphics there. So nice. Give you that nice depth of field of depth there. For every 1 square you move on the ground, the things up on top move too. Super simple to give you that feeling of 3-dimensional space.
Space.
Froggy! Now I kind of want to play Sonic.
Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic
Goes
Adventures.
fast though.
Where you're at one of the mission lines, you play as Biggs the cat, and you have to find Froggy. I have very fond memories of doing that mission as a kid. As a kid? I don't know if kid's the right age. Teenager? I don't know. Let's see. When did the Dreamcast come out?
90s.
No, it was like 2001.
I don't think of the Genesis.
Yeah. No, Genesis came out in like the very late 80s. Dreamcast came out in... Oh, okay. I guess I'm wrong. It came out in 99, so it wasn't quite 2000.
God, I'm good.
It came out Christmas of 99, so most people didn't get it until 2000, but... Yeah, I love that, right? It's like if the tile moves forward 1, the upper tile is moving 2, so you get that feeling of 3-dimension. It's so good. I feel like I made a mistake on my travels here. I may not have. This may spiral in or something. I don't remember. Man, Froggy, the enemy in this game, if you had tryptophobia, would be absolutely awful to fight against.
What's tryptophobia?
The fear or discomfort of holes. So, like, honeycombs make you feel a certain dread inside of you, and these frogs are based on those toads that frogs that store their eggs, so they have all those holes in their back.
Neat.
And so if you had...
I would hate Shia LaBeouf.
Oh?
He was not
Actual
really holes.
cannibal.
Oh. I still haven't seen that.
You're not missing much.
I also haven't read that, and I've heard really good things about, but yeah.
I don't read either.
I do read, I
They
just
really
never
shouldn't
read
read that
holes.
one story where everybody has their own hole. They'll never sleep again.
Oh, I know the one, Junji Ito?
Yes, yeah. I didn't remember the name.
Yeah, I love Junji Ito. Man, Junji Ito's... Oh, I didn't... It's fine. It's fine.
We know it.
No, I screwed up on my command options because I was talking about Junji Ito.
No.
Spiral's another good one where everything just starts twisting in on itself into a spiral formation. Or there's the one where the person pulls off their own skin because they find like a hanging tag like you would when you unspool someone's sweater.
Nice.
Like, the Junji Ito has some interesting pieces that they've done. Absolutely inspired when it comes to the art, though. Like,
Inspired.
I don't know what sort of nightmares and drugs that individual has had in their life, but
They scare me.
You know, I have the guide pulled up. I'm not looking at it as I'm going through this dungeon. I'm just trying to do it by memory because this is, you know,
Man mode.
it's not the same. Like, I definitely felt like I needed to do this with the one where it was like behind the back style dungeon diving, but since this is a top down, I can actually see the area I'm in, and I just have to try to remember it that way, and I don't think it's as ridiculous. It's not like I'm trying to make a guide here. I'm just trying to play through a nostalgic game, so...
Nostalgia.
I think this is a teleport pad. Yeah, teleport pad here. I wonder if someone who has like motion sickness would have issues with the field of depth that's in this thing. All right, we gotta kill those armor ants. So strategy, order, Rudo, attack, armor ant, strategy, order, nay, attack, armor ant, strategy, order, Rolf, attack, arm. Let's use Gifoy on armor ant. Because these things are bastards and they paralyze. We don't want to let that happen.
Hell yeah.
Especially whenever I can just whip out 41 damage like it's nothing. Oh, you weren't supposed to get Foy twice. What's going on? How's everyone doing stat-wise or health-wise? Oh my gosh. Rudo has been beat up a lot. He has the most... Oh, no, he doesn't have the most health currently. Nay still does. It's fine. It's fine. We're not actually in danger yet. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Doubling down on single enemies. It's locked. Okay. Do.
Fun fact, the speedrun 100% would have been finished by now.
Okay. That's good for them.
Only in the US.
Is that...
doesn't have... No one's done it.
Sure. Is that... Which version is it? The Game Boy? I'm not sure that it matters, but is it the Game Boy port or the Switch port or...
This one was on Genesis.
Okay, so not a port, the original. Cool.
Played on an emulator.
USA #1.
That was for 100%. For any percent, it was done on an emulator in 36 minutes.
Nice.
6 years ago.
Yeah, and again, I do think after I've done the whole series, I want to learn each of the speedruns and just, like, in my own time, and then come in and do all the speedruns on stream at some point. Even if they're bad times, just to do them all. Be like, yeah, this is somewhat optimized.
Or even just another playthrough where you just know where you're going.
Sure. Again, it's funny because I have the guide pulled up. All I have to do is actually look at it. But no. We don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
I'm not at the point where I'm wandering yet. If we get to that point, that's when we'll actually look at it. I mean, I'm wandering, but I'm not. I haven't been wandering back and like over the same area over and over again. I've been still exploring new parts of it. Oh, I think we're near where I want to be. Carrier. And I'm already doing this lower level than what the guide is telling me I should be doing this, so I'm already taking this faster than the guide recommends.
Or he's not following what the guide commands.
The guide commands it.
Whoops. I may have accidentally stepped into a hole because I wasn't quite lined up the way I thought I was. Strategy. Order. Attack Armorant. Strategy. Order. Attack Armorant. Fight. Get dead, ant. We don't want none of you bugs around here. I'm doing my part.
These AI chiropractor videos are so dumb.
What?
Have you not seen the AI chiropractor videos?
No.
Like when they go for the neck pop, they pull their head all the way off and throw it to somebody for like a touchdown.
What the?
Or one guy, he like cracked her back and then he went for a full suplex and he rolled through and suplexed her through the wall behind him. You guys gotta get in on this kind of dumb shit.
Oh my gosh. What an absolute awful lineup. Alright, well, let's just kill things. Perfect. Oh. Not perfect, because he decided to miss.
Clearly a choice on his behalf.
I mean, I feel like against something that looks like that, you're probably choosing to not get too close to it instead of just missing it. It doesn't look very agile, and it looks like it's pretty bulky and easy to hit. I mean, they kind of look like big tardigrades, so... I don't know if I want to touch it with my sword either. Alright, Nay, I'm gonna have you use your Diemate. Hello, singular carrier. Some of these enemies, it would be really interesting to see to scale, like what they actually are supposed to look like. Like, is giant tardigrade looking enemy actually tardigrade looking?
Hopefully not tardigrade size.
Then it would be impossible to hit the damn thing.
I mean, you could hit it with like a broad hand-shaped weapon.
What are you fighting? Something that's literally on a molecular level? Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're not quite molecular, but they're pretty close. They're not much bigger than that.
That's small.
There are single-cell organisms bigger than them, technically.
There are single-cell organisms bigger than ants, also.
That's true. Oh my gosh, quit attacking me. I'm about to rebuke her out of here just so I can get my bearings again, because I'm trying to figure out where I am now, and I just keep getting encounters. It's funny, because I don't mind the grind in these games, but when I'm trying to figure out where I am, I get really annoyed with them very quickly.
Rise and grind.
Alright, we're just... Can't be used... Wait, I thought that let me escape... That's fine. It's fine.
It's not fine.
It is fine.
Bothers me a lot.
I'm not looking at it. It's fine.
That one's still gray.
And why is that one green? I mean, to be fair, why was that one green?
I don't know. Was it actually green in the anime?
No, it's not in the anime, just in the...
I think that's just something they did for funsy onesies.
It would have been hilarious if in the actual there was a random green one. Or if they threw that in on like the Kai? Is that what the remake's called?
Yes.
I think it'd be funny if they included it as a an Easter egg in Kai where there's just one green and like one scene, not one that's there always. Because as we know, Toriyama did like Team 4-Star stuff. He didn't like that they were monetized, and Toei hated that they monetized it, but... Like, Toriyama was saying, oh yeah, this is what Goku's supposed to sound like, and things like that. And there's interviews about that. I'm like, that's got to be the highest praise, first off, to be told that you are the best voice for Goku.
Right. Gotta suck to be the lady who voiced him all those years.
He did say English Goku. I do know that. Now, I don't know if he thought... Yeah. I don't know if that means that he didn't think she was the best Goku, or if, you know, but he did specify and say English-speaking Goku. And to be fair, I don't think he chose the cast at all, so she may have the voice that he correlates with it now, but may not be what he originally pictured when he wrote Goku.
Right.
I do hate how often I hear Americans complain. I don't think I've heard it from any other English speaking, but they may also complain over there, and I just never hear the interview, like, you know, people complain about it. But how many people complain that they use her continuously instead of switching to an adult voice actor, and they just don't know the culture behind that, which is fair. Like, why would you?
Culture.
Or once you have a role, it's your role. No one else gets to take it from you unless you die.
Or give it up.
Yeah. Or do something where no one's gonna let you have that role anymore. Like, no, you touched that lady at the park, or you molested children, or something. Something horrible. No, you do not get to continue being this voice actor. We will find someone else. Get him, 7-month-old. Kill those things. I want to go on an adventure killing monsters with my 7-month-old younger sister, child thing, ward. Just think, he grows that old that fast. You can have a reason to have a dependent your whole life. First, she's so young that she's a dependent, and then she becomes an old lady so fast that she becomes a dependent.
So, do we know what their total lifespan is?
The answer to that is definitely yes. Do I know what it is off the top of my head, though? No.
Their lifespan is yes. I like that. I know that's not the question Ryan asked, but
Yes.
Yes, they do in fact have a lifespan.
They will die given enough time. Oh, the sheer amount of ash blossom is annoying.
the sheer amount of what?
Ash Blossom.
Every time I've played a pot, this entire dueling thing, they killed it.
Yokai girl, Ash Blossom.
More like ass blossom, am I right?
That is one of the nicknames that people give it.
Right? Who's with me?
Am I right?
No, seriously, am I?
Guys, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I need to know.
Yeah, I don't be looking foolish out here.
Well, it's way too late for that. You already said the statement. You're already gonna look foolish.
Fuck you, you bell. What? EV serpent?
I mean, at this point, you might as well double down on looking foolish, right? Even if someone tells you you're wrong, you're like, nope, I'm right.
Yeah, go all in. Be right back.
He's really going all in, isn't he? Fire ants! Those ants are fire. Wow. Can't shoot some fire ants with his handguns, apparently. How hard can it be? They're fire ants. That can't be too hard to shoot, right?
Right.
Okay, we are going back to the exit. That's useful. Because that means I can get out, regroup, and figure out where I'm supposed to go. Now that we've had our little trounce around the facility.
Trounce. Oh no, a 2800 power monster. My one weakness.
I love how many decks my 4500 attack power monster is just enough for them to be like, you know what? No, I can't win this anymore. It's not even a true tower. It's only pseudo tower because it's untargetable by monster effects, not all effects. I couldn't think of the word untargetable. I'm like, Alright, I'm at the point now where I can start using my teleport thing because I actually have enough money to use it. We're at that point in the game already. Harima, yep. 16 Masada ain't shit. Did I choose literally the longest path I could have taken? Of course I did. Yuka. Hello, bugs. Prepare to die. You got lucky, bug. Only good bug's a dead bug. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I still love how there's the whole thing where, you know, the bugs didn't actually blast Buenos Aires. That was a propaganda move to try to convince everyone that the bugs were worth going to war with and destroying and getting all their resources.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I've never read any of the books.
Yeah. I don't know if it's actually outright confirmed, but yes, it's a thing. Like, it's mentioned, whether it was a conspiracy theory or an actual thing, I don't remember, but... Hello, Armorant and Waspies. It's like shooting wasps with a pistol. Can't be that hard, right? I mean, guys cut wasps out of the sky, out of the air with scissors. How hard can it be to shoot it? Because those are transferable skills.
Exactly.
Okay, so I started off going the correct way. That's interesting. And I probably was on the right path until I fell down the hole, and that's what threw me off. I'm sure that's the spot I screwed up. Now that I'm looking at the guide. So somehow I did remember things correctly. I say somehow, like I haven't replayed the beginning of this game more than anything else. Because let's be real, if you're feeling nostalgic and decide to play a game, but then kind of let it drop at a certain point, the part you play is the first bit every time. It's not like you go back and try to figure out where you were in an old save. That's just crazy.
Craziness.
I love when you get into an old save and you're like, what the hell was I doing?
I have no memory of this place.
Yeah. You got all your Pokemon nicknamed weird things.
Why is Pikachu hand sandwich?
Yeah. How am I not even in the map anymore?
Why is my Charizard named Squirtle?
I don't know who was in charge of this.
Somebody made a series of poor decisions.
Couldn't be me. I'm perfect. Strategy, order, roll, attack, mosquito, fight. Just in case one of these miss, I don't want to bother doubling in on something that's already essentially dead. Go. Keep circling, yep. Bum, 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 bum. Oh no, my internet!
Get fucked.
It's not dead yet, but I'm dropping frames like crazy as I sit at... I'm still at 3k kilobytes, so I shouldn't be dropping too many, but...
3K kilobytes?
Yeah.
That's 3 megabytes, man.
I know, but it's for what I'm sending out, it should be enough that I'm not dropping too many frames.
Megabytes.
And now I'm ping-ponging between 300 and 30k kilobytes per second.
Let's go. How many kilobytes do we have?
There's the item.
Do I have thunder here? Yeah, fuck it.
Oop, up the teleporter. Alright. On the second floor, walk south until... Southwest corner. Okay. So yes, I did go the correct way originally. Oh, I wish you wouldn't spread your attacks out. Oh, of course, you both did it too. Damn it. I needed you guys to focus on one of them. It's fine.
Can't begin to describe how much I hate that card.
Droll and Lockbird?
No, Primite Drill Beam.
Okay. Yeah, I think Primite Drill Beam would have been a perfectly okay card if we didn't have decks like Blue Eyes and Dark Magician that they've been given support. Like, if Primite was there and there was only a couple decks that were normal, that were, lower end, I don't think it would have been a big deal at all. But the problem was that they're like, yes, we have to give our pet decks their due.
Yeah, probably.
Which way is up and which way is down?
Yes.
Well, yes, that's the problem, though. Take out the box and now take the chute leading to the north. Okay. And then we're gonna go over here. What are you? A pulsar. You look like a butthole.
You can't say that.
I mean, I can, because it does.
Good fairy.
Perfect. We killed the butthole.
You gotta stop. What does K9 do through Inspector Border and Vanish Fiend?
Draw spells? They'd have to, have an out, I guess.
I wonder if YouTube thinks that by putting their ad right in the middle of the most interesting part of the video, I'll pay more attention. Really just makes me more angry. I'm like, well, I'm never buying that product. You know, product I'm never gonna buy? That one.
You know what I feel works better is whenever you have an ad read by a channel where they actually get to just ad-lib it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I do use this product. Here's the reasons. I don't know if you should use the product, but this is what I do and why. And it's like, you know what? All right, I'm interested in looking at this product now because you have real first-hand experience with it.
At least it makes sense that way.
Yeah. Damn, she is 1 damage off from killing these guys in one shot. Walk straight until you reach another box. Get a headgear. I already got the headgear. Now go back and take the chute back down. Oh my gosh. So I was not supposed to go towards the hole before. Turns out I was the fool. Seems I have been the biggest fool this whole time. Shut up, fool. Good old robot chicken.
Shut up, fool.
You're not living up to your potentials. You're the Foo Fighters. Let's go beat up some foos. Okay, Mr. T. Seems I've been the biggest foo the whole time. Shut up, foo. I don't know if I would ever call Robot Chicken good, but man, is it one of those series that's quotable and memorable.
Yeah.
Come to the northwest corner. Oh, come on. All you had to do was not miss and this fight would have been over. You told me you were good with guns, so stop missing.
Told me you knew how to navigate.
Then continue right along the north edge of the building to reach the northeast. What? Okay. Glad I looked. We don't want the northwest. We just want to pretend we're going towards the northwest so we can go to the northeast.
Fooling the compass, eh? See all this trick in the book.
East? I thought you said west.
Especially I think about Morrowind, you get those instructions from somebody, and it's like, that's not the right direction. That's not.
Hello, tardigrade looking thing. You've got the power. Alright, northeast. Take the chute leading up to go back up to floor 3. Walk to... Okay. Does this one only have one teleporter for me and not multiple? Because that would make this really convenient. Why are you guys not beating up Rudolph? The guy who has the most health, and you just ignore him. Like, what's the point of having all this health if you guys are going to ignore him? I'm the tank. My job is to pull aggro, so I'm just going to stand here and look pretty. Okay. Building northeast. Take the chute up to go floor 3. Walk to the east, and then south along the passage. There's a sad face emoji? No, emoticon in this. And soon you'll reach a large pit that exits in the center of the floor. Try not to fall down. Okay. Don't fall back. Okay, there's the hole. The hole. We don't want to step in the hole. Okay. Before crossing the pit, walk south along its edge and you'll find 200 Meseta. Yeah, I want 200 Meseta. Hello, armor ants. Quit. This is why I don't like you. Wait. Why are you guys never targeting Rudolph? Are you like, his name is punishment enough? I say that, and then there's gonna be one person in my chat who's actually named Rudolph, and they're like, what the hell, man?
Fuck, bro. What did I do to you?
To which I say, come on. Like, come on. Resta. Wonder if I rearrange my team. State order. Rolf. Yeah, we'll do it that order instead. Rolf. Where is this Meseta you claim to be down here, sir? Man who wrote this guide back in the early 2000s, I feel lied to! Oh, I found it. Not quite where he described, but I found it. Okay, we're going across the pit.
Fell in the pit.
It's the butthole again! Not only, I don't know if you've seen what this thing looks like, but like, not only does it look like a butthole, it looks like a butthole surrounded by a fart cloud. Before crossing, set it down, leading after crossing. Walk east, and we'll lead you down to the southeast corner. Okay. Good job, Nay. Good job, Rolf. Bum 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 bum. It's a slippery snake. I'm a snake.
Snake!
I saw a TikTok of that guy recently. He's like, I wonder whatever happened to that guy. Like, he's, commenting on his own video, essentially. He definitely couldn't be making content still. That'd be silly. And it's just, all right, man, we got it. I also saw recently a video of the "wait a minute, who are you?" kid being interviewed, and he's not a kid anymore, obviously. And it's great because like everyone in the interview doesn't know who he is except for obviously himself, and he's just like, "Yeah, you guys know who I am." Do we? Yeah, you know.
You already know who it is. The fuck I do. I fell in the pit.
Ooh, buzzers. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. A ring of fire. A ring of fire. Man, just imagine openly singing about the fact that you're cheating on your wife and people like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
What technique did we learn? Yay, we learned Resta on roll. Now things get much better for keeping people alive. Having 2 healers in the team. That's where it's at. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Hold on.
Just think about it this way. Did his wife come out with any bangers?
What's the question?
Did his wife come out with any bangers?
I mean, his second wife did.
Yeah.
Who was the second wife?
June Carter. The one that he, was cheating on his wife with.
Classy.
Classy, yes. Oh, here's the bodies I'm looking for. You.
I wish she did the right thing and married her.
Sure, yeah. After she, kept him from dying from overdosing like twice. And he's like, you know what? Maybe I should keep you around.
Bitch knows how to make you not OD.
And she was divorced at that point. And everyone hated her for that anyways, because, you didn't divorce people at that point. If you're going to get rid of your husband, you're supposed to murder them at that point. Come on.
Yeah. The way God would like it.
One of you guys is supposed to have a key on you. Which one? Bodies of the scoundrels, the bio-invaded hideout, and as you probably guessed, more difficult to get to. One of the bodies. Just one of the bodies. Okay. Well, I've seen 2 of the bodies so far. Neither of them had the key, so... guess I need to find the 3rd. Bang, 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 bang. And in a twist turn of events, it looks like they're gonna let him finish. And boom goes the dynamite. As a self-reported hater of Family, well, not hater, but not a fan of Family Guy, I sure can quote Family Guy.
Right.
Of course, then again, I will say I don't like I would actively say I don't like SpongeBob, and I can quote that like crazy too. Now, people in this call might be the reason for that, but you know.
Don't blame us for being good friends.
F is for fire that burns down the whole town. U is uranium bombs. N is for no survivors.
Plankton, plankton, plankton.
Plankton knew what was up. I could deny it no longer. I am very small. Where's the third body? Since I didn't get the key from the first two. Unless I did and I missed it? No, I didn't. Okay, where is this last body? It's only annoying because the description is nearby there are bodies. One of them has the key. Okay. Is it this body that's slightly secluded from the other ones? That makes sense. Don't paralyze Rudolph.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Rudolph Schneider. I don't know why he gets a rolling R every time I say it, but he does. He deserves it, I guess. I swear, random body, if you don't have a key, we're gonna have problems. I'll come back and destroy you somehow. Find a good ROM hacker and just remove the body out of petty hatred.
Petty!
So why'd you remove this one body? Because he didn't have a key. What about the others? So they weren't inconvenient to get to and didn't have the key. I'm surprised Maverick hasn't whined at me yet. Oh my, there is something inside the pocket. Rolf found a small key, has gotten a hold of the small key, has found a letter, has gotten a hold of the letter. Item. What's the letter? Use. The note says, Darum, I have your daughter. Tiam, locked in Nido Tower. Pay 50,000 Meseta in 1 month if you ever want to see her. Again, to get the money, Darum turned to crime. Yep. It's true. You know, like you do. Especially in a world where you don't really have a chance to just, like, you don't need money for everyday stuff in the place he lives, so, like, it's not like he can just get money from his job. He needs to legitimately take it from people who do have the types of jobs that spend, or that have money. The problem of living in a utopia is if someone else doesn't, you have to do something about it.
Euthanize them.
Alright, let's see. So much manis. Nay. Heal Rolf again. Rolf is just being constantly healed. I wonder what healing magically would feel like. Like being healed by magic. What is the sensation of that?
A lot of them say that it hurts really bad and then pain stops.
And that does make sense to some extent.
Because everything's just gotta snap into place.
Right. It's like growth pains, but concentrated into one moment. Oh yeah, we just tell your body it needs to very instantly regrow all of this. Here you go. Is it gonna hurt? Oh yeah. That's obviously why you need to use some anesthesia magic before you do it. Wouldn't the anesthesia magic be a transmutation, or would it be like a necrotic magic?
I would actually categorize most anesthesias under illusion magic.
Sure.
Because you're just tricking it into thinking it's not happening.
I could see that.
That's obviously if we're not allowing it to just be in restoration.
Sure. I just feel like turning off nerves feels like the opposite of restoration. Or, not necessarily turning off, but at least numbing feels like the opposite. Doesn't have to be. I also feel like there is not enough use of of offensive healing magic.
Yeah.
In things, because like making someone's hand to grow closed, like their finger webbing covering their whole hand or something, so they can't fight. Seems like a pretty effective way to use restoration of magic in an offensive manner or something,
Or just growing their left foot 4 inches longer than their right.
Right?
Good luck fighting now, asshole. Crank their arthritis up to 100.
Or in the worst, most evil version, you just give them cancer. Uncontrolled, regrowing cells.
Exactly.
Alright, I hear you. Good night, friend.
What?
Oh, I thought you said you were tired. I thought that meant you were going.
I am tired, but I'm watching a video.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to finish it.
But then, good night, friend. Got it.
Yeah.
Two buttholes.
Hmm.
Ooh, Christmases.
Oh, now you're gonna start whining at me, Maverick. Now that we're like
In the middle of
70,
the
70. Yes, exactly that. 75% of the way through the stream, you're gonna finally whine. That's alright. Once we're done with this fight, we'll take a break. I will allow it. I won't make you suffer for art. Alright. Switch over to a break. Alright guys, like normal, 10 to 20 minute break. We'll finish this up today's stream after that. Gotta take care of the pupper. And yeah. And we're back. Boop, boop. Hit that right on the 10-minute mark. Love it. So that's a spotty. So, yep, we need to go up to this chute. This teleporter that they call a chute for some reason. Alright. Microwave chute, and it'll be... Walk north. Oh, I did that part. Oh wait, did I? Then head due west to find a box containing a better piece. Oh, where was that? Oh, okay. I missed out.
Initiated, aren't we, Bruce?
Oh, but it was locked. Got it. Okay, so we need to go up here. Bruce Wayne? I don't know if I'm going the right way. Okay, so this is a chute that let it... Oh, we got an enemy fight. Die, spinner. It's the most difficult from the chute, leading back down. Walk to the north up against the wall, then head due west to find a box containing a silk ribbon. There it is. Sylph. Why does it say Syl? Like, even the game calls it a silk ribbon. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Give to Nay. Because girls can only wear ribbons for headgear.
Bingo.
Nito is a building to be with the entrance, so we'll need something to get in. Alright, I guess we're heading back to heal up. Get a little bit of information from the town. Got it. To progress the story. Alright, back down the chute we go. And plus we can sell our stuff then. Man, this is going to be an annoying pain in the ass to walk all the way back around. Hello, butthole. Good job, Rudolph. You actually attacked the right enemy this time. I'm just saying, game, I don't need an encounter every 2 steps. Apparently on the Switch, there's a mode you can turn on for moments like this that just lowers the encounter rate. Which would be something that would be useful for scenarios like this. I don't even know which way I'm going anymore. This is what I hate, is whenever I get so many encounters, I lose track of where I am. And lose my bearing. Hopefully I'm going the right way. I think so. Okay, here we go. Nice, easy kill. They gained a level. And a new technique. What did she learn? She learned the riser or whatever it's called. Tech. Nay. Anti. Oh, okay. Ooh. I guess falling down the hole wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Oh, yeah, you know what? We'll just fall down the hole. Water go down the hole. Bam, we're back here. We can save the game right here. And we'll... yeah, we'll end the stream about 30 minutes early. I'm okay with that. You know, I said that, but I think I may do one more fight really quick, because I only need, like, or 3 more fights or whatever, because I only need, 17 more experience to gain a level here. So let's get Rudolph his last level here. And then we'll do that. Oops. We got everything we needed out of that dungeon, so we don't need to go back unless we want to get 150 Masada. That's the only item we miss, and I'm not worried about 150. Considering we were getting like 150 from battles. Oh no, I do need to go back because I need to get the dynamite. So I'll have to go back up there. That's okay. We'll do that next time. Alright, one more fight and our boy should have his level. Maybe not. Maybe that's not enough. Maybe I need 2 more after that. 2 more experience. Alright, let's get those last 2 experience, go save, and we'll call it for the day. There you go. And we save. And we're done. Alright, we're done with day 1. Nope. Alright. This button. I don't even know how many people are still in my stream, but let's go ahead and raid out with whoever we have. Anyone playing? Nope, no one's playing the same game. Alright, let's raid Sergeant Dingo Pants. I don't know what he's playing, but we haven't raided him for a little bit. Looks like a game similar to Don't Starve. Or Try Not to Starve, or whatever that game's called. Alright. Thank you guys for being part of my evening. Thank you for letting me be part of yours. We only get some errors today, and you chose to spend some of that time with me, and I appreciate that. Streamers like me keep coming back because you keep coming back, so please keep coming back so I keep coming back. It's always a blast to have everyone around. Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll be doing Chaos and Lands Between, which is our randomized seamless co-op Elden Ring run with the local Dreamer X. Friday will be art. I'll be posting stuff for Saturday's one-shot here in just a few hours. That's all I've got, so I hope to see everyone next time. If not, I understand. Big love, everybody. Bye.